The train headed for Sunset City will be departing soon.
miss Dylan.
Sure.
I wish he was a good friend.
Yeah.
I wish Dylan was a good friend.
I wish Dylan was
I
a
wish
good
Dylan
friend.
was a good friend.
I wish Dylan
Dylan
was
was a good friend.
I wish Dylan
I
was
wish
a good
Dylan was
friend.
good.
Wish Dylan was
I
a
wish
good
Dy-
friend.
I wish Dylan was a good friend.
I wish Dylan was a good
Burger.
friend.
I
Burger.
wish Dylan was a good friend. Yeah.
Linda.
I wish
I wish Borger was a good friend.
Burger with Dylan.
I wasn't able to watch much of the stream on Monday with the old crew, but how that ended up going.
Why would you want to watch that when you can be part of this?
That's true, but like, I jumped in. I was in the chat for.
No, they're all
while.
fucking dead to me. That's how this is
Why?
now.
No.
Because
So the reason that you should go and watch both is both that and this is because of
Stop
Channel
it.
Pup.
yes, thank you.
That's true. That's true.
That's what I was
What?
gonna say.
It's been-
Nothing. It's been a while though since the three of us were together. Like last episode we had just Dylan, and this episode we have everyone but Dylan.
Everyone. I hope he's able to jump on at least a little bit later. Hopefully, like.
All right,
Jump
well,
on this podcast.
Yeah.
Tell me what we'll do. Franco, you
Yeah.
do the introductions, and then we'll explain where Dylan is.
Oh, I'm out of practice on this one.
It doesn't matter. You don't need to practice. This isn't a
Yeah.
real show, okay? We're playing pretend.
No, this is a real show. This is a show that
This isn't a real.
I
show.
enjoy being a part of.
The real show ended at 117 episodes and a special. Nah, I'm just
Wow.
pissing around. No.
Alana's right. We banished Dylan to the Shadow Realm.
Come on, introduce the show. Franco, come on. You can do it.
Welcome everybody to the Sunset City podcast, the Sonic podcast for the classic and modern fan. Well,
Yeah, that's
but I
singular.
close enough. It was just one. You did so.
one.
No, but you did so
just
well.
one. So if the other 40 of you on YouTube can just help me with a little joke and just bring that view number down to 1, and then you can all come back. You can all come back though.
God damn it.
And same for you, Twitch chat. Can you? Oh wait, Twitch chat has 1.
Oh, there we are.
We'll talk to the
Yeah,
Twitch
okay.
chat. We'll talk to the Twitch chat in a bit, Frank. You got to do the rest of the introduction.
YouTube couldn't commit to the bit, but Twitch did. So thank you.
There we go.
I don't remember the rest of the intro. I need to start writing this down.
You introduce your co-host.
Okay, well, we have 2 co-hosts here, or technically I'm part of it. What the fuck am I doing?
You got this.
You can do this.
I believe in you.
You've got it.
Okay. I'm one of your hosts, gotta be frank, but more importantly, I'm joined by Trey.
Hello. How y'all doing?
Trey.
Hello.
Trey.
Hello. Hello.
And Channel Pup.
Hello.
Hey, what's poppin', G? Hey.
Hey, what's poppin'? Look, gotta be Frank has YT in his name. You don't have YT in your name. All right. You can't
Oh
do that.
God.
What's crack-a-lackin', fellow home dogs?
How do you do, fellow kids and non-kids? Because I'd rather talk to the non-kids.
Welcome to
You're saying you'd
Sonic
rather,
Man
but you're
fan.
not saying you don't want to talk to the. Anyways, it does. Fuck it. I
I acknowledge your existence. Our conversation stops there.
Well, now all you have to do is the housekeeping.
Well, mention the fact that if you do send in a super chat, we will be reading it at the end of the show.
There you
And speaking of, our show is brought to you by our patrons over on patreon.com/Sunset City. I believe that's the correct URL.
I think so. I don't know. I didn't do anything.
They'll find it. They'll find it.
And if you do join, you actually can. Are we still doing the call-in? Are we still testing that out?
If we have time, we'll do a call-in.
So if we do have time in this episode, we'll do. And you are a patron, or you become a patron, you can call in.
But, Badnik Mechanic, that feature is for people who don't already have YouTube channels. And it is for use at around about 3 minutes at a time. Approximately.
Yeah. We probably should have established that, but Badnik Mechanic is such a good friend, so we like having him on.
Is he, though? Is he? He said the kids didn't know who Chaos is.
That doesn't surprise me because Sonic Adventure was,
Stop it.
what, 1999?
Stop it.
1998?
Shut up.
In Japan?
Shut up.
Look, I'm just saying that.
Look,
Metal Sonic
I'm
is
willing
more
to
marketable,
acknowledge
right?
how old the game is because
Shut up!
that's what I grew up playing. When I was a kid, I knew who Chaos was
You lied!
because I grew up
Shut
playing
up!
Sonic Adventure.
The kids know who Chaos
I
is,
wish Pup was a good
goddammit!
friend.
He was in Sonic
I'm
Forces.
kidding. Pup's a great friend.
Thank you, Frank.
Yeah,
Was he
in
was he
Sonic
really?
Forces.
Was he really? He kind of
I love. I'm sorry. I love how that's like the point of reference. It's like, yeah, Chaos was.
Oh,
in
yeah,
Sonic
yeah. No,
Forces.
no, no.
Yeah,
Sonic
the
Forces,
famous
you know, the
game,
mobile
Sonic
game.
Forces, where
Yeah, but
he-
that was
mobile
the
game.
thing. That's the mistake that fucking Badnik mechanic made though when he was holding that vendor stall. Was when the kid was like, "Who is this?" and he was like, "Oh, innit, mate? That's fucking Chaos from fucking Sonic Adventure, innit? What game? Fucking Sonic Adventure, love. You never played
I
it."
cannot wait. Younger
And
players are going to be reintroduced to Perfect Chaos when Sonic X Shadow Generations comes out.
What he should have said was,
True.
"Oi up, lad, fucking hell, it's that fucking Chaos fella from fucking Sonic Forces, innit?" I
it
don't know.
exactly
I don't
like
know
that.
why I'm giving him that accent.
Bad Nick mechanic white.
Bad
He's
Nick,
sad.
Oh no,
Bad Nick Mechanic suing the show.
it's YT. It's
white.
YT.
It's YT for you too, but also white.
Oh fucking hell, mate, love a chippy. Anyways,
Chippy T.
What is happening?
fucking hell, mate, love a chippy. You slag.
What
Anyways,
is happening here?
Britain.
Jesus Christ.
But okay, so we got a little bit of news to discuss, and that's kind of going to segue us over into a few main points. But first, something a little less related. And before we get to that, let's just take a quick look at the fish tank, everybody. Hi, Twitch.
Okay.
Hey, everybody over there. Are you okay?
While we're
How
doing
you
that,
doing?
how are you guys doing?
Yeah, how you guys?
You
doing?
guys okay?
Just like true fish, they don't talk back.
But they're appreciated nonetheless.
It's true.
All right, well, there you go. That's out the way now.
Speaking of finding out how people are doing, I didn't get to ask, and I feel very rude for saying that. Pup, Trey, how are you guys doing?
You
You
know,
do good.
given that you didn't ask how I was doing earlier, I've been doing pretty awfully, but I am healing.
We went on like a few tangents in between, okay? So
That is
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
no,
my
no,
excuse.
that's the million Subway dollar sandwich question. What was that? That's the $1 million question, is what Webster's asking. Where is Dylan? Where is he,
he
Frank?
went to have burger.
Where is he?
Good to have burger with his blood relatives.
He's being a family man.
He had the
Fucking
fucking
idiot.
audacity to hang out with his fucking family. Like, what they ever
Yeah.
fucking done for him? Where is
Yeah,
I was
fucking
gonna ask him-
family?
And they give birth. Fucking not good.
I
enough
think
for
only
me.
one of them gave birth. I think
Yeah,
only
no, they
one
all
of them
did.
gave birth.
They all just squatted down in a little
Every single
circle.
one of them
and he
gave
just-
birth to Dylan.
A little piece of Dylan clambered out of each of their buttholes, and then it created like a fucking Megazord, and that's Dylan.
Dylan's just compiled. He's just-
Listen, he was a work in progress, okay? He was in his alpha build back then, now he's in his beta build, he's doing well.
I love Dylan. He's a sweet man, and I hope he's having a good time with his family.
He's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
He threatened to kick my ass twice last episode.
Yeah.
I
Are
have
you
this
talking
feeling
about,
that you.
last
the
Friday or
sandwich?
the one you had this Monday.
Oh no, the one I had
And
this Monday didn't have Dylan, that was just the old cast.
I mean, yeah, but like y'all kept saying Gorilla
Friday.
64 for like an hour.
And then we talked,
Gorilla
we
64.
the very final thing we did on that was talk about the sandwich as well.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I was waiting for that, and then when I heard, I was like, yes.
It's like there we go.
Oh, I wasn't gonna let
There
you
we
down.
go.
I had a promise to keep. Like,
Gorilla 64 is the easiest joke to make, but it's so funny.
it's so stupid.
It's the stupid. It's like the easiest, like low hanging fruit.
The
joke
funniest
for-
shit about it though is that Nick would say that with absolute conviction, like with total confidence, be like, "Oh yes, it's that nice boy, Gorilla 64." It was like,
amazing impression. I actually thought Nick was in here.
And then Gilly puts like 64 gorilla emojis in the chat.
well, no, sorry, Trey. Let me do the proper Nick. Oh, it's that nice boy from the YouTube, Gorilla.
Oh, Nick, is that you?
My
It's been so long.
My pussy hurts. Oh.
God has abandoned us. You know, that's my
God-
Nick impression.
God has abandoned us. My hands are so
You gotta
full.
like, you gotta get to the back of your throat with that, like, God
Pop.
has abandoned us. Like,
Pop,
there you go.
please hold the cactus cooler. My hands are full and my pussy hurts.
Cactus
No,
cooler, that's an interesting beverage.
No, I don't know why it was. So we were in a store in Cali, and we'd been requested to try cactus cooler for the longest time by, I think it was Boaton. And at one point, so Nick's just picking up all these crates of cactus cooler. He's like, hey, can you hold one of these? My hands are kind of full. And I was just, oh, my hands are full, as I was just taking it off of him. And I kept walking around, and I just kept going like, oh, please help me to carry the things. My hands are fucking full.
Oh.
And he just looked at me with that fucking grimace that he has.
Oh. You sound like that puffer fish that's like dying. Just
Oh, my puffy hurts.
oh my God. Like you see that cliff over there? It's looking mad jumpable right now. You know what I mean? It's like it just whee, you know, just about to do that.
I find it funny though how after all these years, after all this time, Nick's been yelling at you to get a new jacket, and then in the end he got a new jacket.
He was just sick of it. He was just like, well,
You
fuck
won.
it.
You won
I
this.
guess if Trey's just gonna keep it on, I'm gonna have to change, you know, or whatever. However,
I think that's a sign of weakness.
No, but
Yeah.
you've won, Trey. Now you have to kiss him on the mouth.
Well, I was about to change. I'm about to change my entire avatar anyway. I have like a work in progress, like new.
You kiss your homies on the
look.
mouth.
Does he have
Huh?
like a green hat on and like a red visor?
No.
Just make him look like a scourge man. It'll be really funny.
I actually like. Okay, so my joke was that because my next, I guess, avatar is gonna be a 3D model that I'll like send PNGs over and stuff. Like that. But I do.
I'm
Oh, for the love of God, like, you let me.
Look at me and my extra dimensions.
I'm losing my absolute mind. But no,
You're gonna look
I'm-
like you're gonna be like the fucking 3D Squelton of this show. You know that?
I'm not gonna be Gwimbly from Smiling Friends. That's
No,
not
you're gonna be
happen.
3D Squelton. That's what I fucking said,
So
idiot.
you're gonna do, but can you
Just
do the
a ooh,
Gwimbly
ooh,
dance for
ooh.
$5?
Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But,
I heard you're a big fan of ooh ooh ooh. Yeah, that's right.
yeah, that's
When
right.
he's doing the cameo.
We gotta get to the Sonic. We gotta get to the Sonic part.
We really
Okay,
do.
fine.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
God,
So
I wanted to finish my
Franken.
point. Whatever.
Okay, make it
It's
quick,
fine.
Trey. Make it
Bro,
quick.
it's okay. I
No,
was trying to make a
come
joke
on.
that said my 3D model is gonna have Nick's old jacket and Nick's new look just to troll him.
That would
That's
be
it.
quite
That's
funny.
all I was
I
gonna
like
say.
it.
It would be.
I like it.
Ha 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 ha
But
ha.
like the moment's ruined because you decided to do your moaning voice in my ears.
I didn't
and
do-
it distracted
I
me.
didn't do it in your fucking ears. You are an entire ocean away. How can I be doing it in your ear?
God.
He's got a
First of all,
point.
Elena wants us to notice them. Hello.
That's not how that works, Trey. When someone asks you to notice
live
them,
off
you
attention,
don't.
So do I.
you
That's why I'm
wait.
on
Okay, never
YouTube.
mind.
You wait.
Spotify
No,
listener,
great.
I really
You've
apologize.
you fucking fueled Alana now. Well done, Trey.
No, I didn't mean to. It's just like I don't want anyone to be ignored.
Alana is a snail in our fish tank, sapping away at the gills of the other guppies. Actually, I don't even mean
Wait,
that. That's
snails can't even. No, they
it's
can't breathe
okay,
underwater.
Alana. I didn't mean that. But
Just a heads up, only I get to live off attention. That's why I'm on YouTube, and I have a very fragile
true.
ego. So be
Uh,
nice to me.
don't
Actually,
we all?
same here because I play drums. Other than that, I'm pretty introverted.
So you're just known for
Sonic
beating
time,
a drum?
everybody! Sonic time.
Sonic time.
Sonic time. Sonic
Okay,
time.
that's the okay. So, Franken, you actually have a bit of Sonic news to discuss with the rest of the group, right?
Yes. So a few days ago, the Xbox 360 marketplace, like any of the games that were considered not backwards compatible, were delisted, or you're no longer able to purchase them. It's very sad. It was, love the 360. It's probably one of my favorite consoles ever. But one of the games that went along with it was Sonic Generations, the Xbox 360 version, which is backwards compatible. And if you want to see a great video on it, Channel Pup has one
Thank you.
on how it was kind of broken.
Thank
They got a couple
Frank.
things that are broken with it.
Pointing out
You're
my
very welcome.
videos that I have made on YouTube for everybody to watch.
So it basically means that I'm sure a lot of us saw this coming, that Sonic Generations has been delisted for Sonic X Shadow Generations, which will be releasing later this year.
It's Jover.
What are you guys' thoughts on it?
There you go.
Jover.
Okay, so has it been?
Actually, between the last time I was here and now, it literally is Jover. But you know what? That's a whole different
Well, is Sonic
that's true.
Generations OG available on Steam right now? That's
That's what I was gonna ask.
For
That's
now.
the question.
For now.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can still get the Sonic Generations collection from Devil's Details.
Which is highly recommended. Highly
Yeah,
recommended
actually,
'cause you
no,
get
that's very
the
good.
pinball.
Like it.
The
you
only
get...
thing you do...
Sorry, go on.
Go for it.
Oh,
Oh,
I
the
was
only
just-
thing you do not get is the emulated Sonic 1 that's on there. But, I mean, Sega kind of took care of that, 2 years
I
ago?
was gonna say like Sonic 1 has been available on like every device. It's basically the Doom port.
But
of,
if you
like,
do want like a twofer, you can always get. No, you can't. Okay, never mind.
No.
I was gonna say you can
you-
always get
No.
the balked 60 FPS upscale on Xbox Series S and X and play Sonic the Hedgehog 1 at like 1 frame per second, and it's wonderful.
You could technically get a physical copy of Sonic Generations, and you'd have everything but the pinball DLC.
Yeah, Steam is good for the pinball DLC. Physical version of the 360 version is good for a port of Sonic 1 if you really want that. So there you go.
Yeah, and if you really want a port of Sonic 1 on PC, I'm sure whatever method you have is much better than what's out there. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna go too much further.
It can run on everything. Like you can get it on your phone. You're fine. Like it's free on mobile devices. Like you're good. You know.
If you do have a Nintendo Switch, I will recommend Sega Age of Sonic 1. That one's a very good port of the game. Like Sonic 1
Tell
and
me
Sonic
about
2,
tell me
Sega
about that.
Ages,
That's been a
those
big
are
mystery.
excellent.
It's been a big
I
mystery
haven't-
to me. So tell me about it.
I haven't really.
So they
Yeah.
they add in like extra modes as features for it. So not only do you get the base game itself, but you also can from the main menu go right into level select without having to input like a button combination. For Sonic 1, you get the Mega Play arcade version of it, so it cuts out some of the zones to kind of give it like a better, much better pacing.
Wait, what
And then
zones
for
does it
Sonic
cut?
2, like Labyrinth Zone, it cuts
It
parts
actually
of
cuts the
Scrap Brain.
whole ass fucking labyrinth zone out.
Yes.
I'm intrigued by this. I want to try this.
It's worth it. I would recommend getting it on sale, and if it's only on sale in the U.S., you can always make an American.
It's on sale in the UK. I just don't have any money right now.
Yeah, that is another thing. So yeah,
get those super chats in, everybody.
yeah, M2 absolutely cooked. Like I love every single Sega Ages title that they've worked on. M2 is just a great company when
M2
it comes
is-
to porting stuff.
Yeah, they also did the emulation for the mini consoles that were released, both for the
Yeah,
Model
the
1,
Genesis
Model 2,
Mini
and-
1 and 2.
Yeah, I still need to get the
Fantastic
second
work.
one. I have the first model, and I am partial to that because my Genesis is a Model 1, my OG one is a Model 1, so I like that mini console, but I want to get the 2 because there's some good stuff on there as well.
It's got an emulated version of the original Sonic CD, not the HD remaster remake that we've had for years.
Oh,
So,
shoot. Yeah, they did add some CD games onto
There's
it.
a lot of value. There's a lot of value to it. I know it's
Did
all
they-
digital,
yeah.
and people could say just emulate it on the thing, but it's there's
No,
novelty
there's
to
a
it.
novelty to it, and also like
And I
guess
love
from,
it.
Like, I love it. I guess from like a moral standpoint, quote unquote, too. It's like I would rather buy something than just emulate.
And you also
even
get a
though I know
6-button controller with the Genesis 2 or the
That's
Genesis
true.
Mini 2, and
Yeah.
I like that one a little bit more just because it's designed after the Sega Genesis I had growing up, which was the Model 2. I
yeah,
love the
and-
Model 1. I love the
yeah.
way it looks. It's just Model 2 is nostalgic for me.
And also, it's USB, so you could just like use it on your PC as well, right?
Oh yeah, and if you have one of those badass like retrobit controllers that are wireless, it works pretty well.
Oh yeah, that's true. I feel like we're just doing an advertisement for Sega's mini consoles. So
You mean Sega's mini
What-
consoles that they haven't sold for years? Hold on, how much do they go for? Because I don't think any of them
Talking
are in
about?
print
I
anymore.
don't know. Let me check.
Sega Genesis Mini. If you get it on eBay, you could get it for like 60. But
That's
I'm
honestly not bad. I got my Model 1 for
I'm
like
seeing
80.
I'm seeing a new price for the original is 170. It's been out of print for a couple of years, or out of production for a few
Oh
years.
well, yeah.
And the Genesis Mini 2, I think it's gone down in price. I remember it being over $100, but now it's like 95. So
That's really not bad. I might bite the bullet once I get paid again. But I'm not really like, I
yeah,
don't know.
it's not like something you have to really jump for because, I mean, there are other ways of playing those games. But if you like it for the
Yeah.
novelty, there you go.
I wish
Like,
they
I
did
picked
have
up
some. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I picked up one of every like 16-bit console that had a mini version of it. So only because that was the generation like where I got started with gaming.
Yeah, like I was one of those idiots that bought the PS1 mini whenever it first launched.
There was a point where that was like $20, and I'm still kicking myself for not
know.
picking it up then. Because
I got it because I was like, you know what? Like, I just like the novelty. Like, I know it's not the best way to play these games, but I just like the novelty. I know it's being shit on online, but whatever.
And you get a kick-ass like USB PlayStation controller.
Yeah,
Like,
the OG one.
Those controllers feel pretty well. They feel pretty good for platforming.
Like, in terms of hardware, they killed it on that, but like, I guess the emulation side of things, as well as only having one save slot, was like stupid. Like, it was really stupid.
Also, did they use like some open source emulator and
I
didn't
think
say
so,
anything about
actually,
it?
yes.
I
That
think
was a
that's
big
what it
controversy.
was.
They used an emulator that was like open source. And here's the thing that a lot of people
They could have used
don't
DuckStation.
understand. Like, just because it's like same thing with music too, because there's a lot of things where it's like people use like a free like sample packs in music, right? But
Right.
if you distribute it, you still gotta at least either pay or give credit. You know what I mean? And the same thing with like this emulation stuff, where it's like, if you're gonna use, I guess, like an open source emulator, then like you gotta at least credit it. I mean, that's the reason why like the Godot name was put into Sonic
Colors Ultimate.
Ultimate, yeah, because it wasn't at first, because Blind Squirrel basically modded that engine to be like their own proprietary engine, proprietary in like massive quotes, because it still is the Godot engine, but just with the
It's
couple
their
changes.
modified version of an already existing engine or framework.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Effectively a
terminology
mod,
I have to be using.
kind of.
Yeah, it's like a modded engine, and then like I guess like either they got reached out to or something like that, and the creator was super chill. Like the Godot creator was super chill about it, and actually was very excited that his engine was being used in a more commercially made product, and was like, yeah, I just want credit. That's it. Like, I'm not looking for royalties. That's not the point of why I do what I do. Yeah, no.
I mean, say what you want about Sonic Colors Ultimate, but I think that's pretty cool.
I've been using the Godot engine, just practicing on it, and it really is a good engine. They just like they ported like everything over, and then just like didn't know how to optimize it correctly, and even and like to be fair, even at that time, Godot 4 the Godot 4 wasn't released, which Godot 4 uses a lot more, like the 3D framework of that's a lot more stable than 3.5. So
I've played a Mega Man fan game that's done in Godot, and yeah, no, you can even do 2D games in it as well, apparently,
it was
actually really cool.
It was originally a 2D game engine, I think, like almost strictly.
Oh,
they did have some
okay.
3D stuff at the beginning, but I think like their bread and butter was 2D. And then once Godot 3 came out, they were like, let's really push for the 3D side of things, because it was always there. It just wasn't that well optimized, and they optimized it pretty well. And now with Godot 4, it's like pretty much there. There's still some weird quirks to it, but like it's a lot easier than like I anticipated, especially in the coding side of things, because they use their own coding script called GD script, which is a little bit more straightforward.
I can't imagine Colors Ultimate was very good press for them, though.
Oh, for sure. Like, not only was it able to be ported on everything, which is like something that was like kind of like a debating point within that community. It's like, can it even be ported on the Switch or ported on the consoles and stuff like that? But it was also a thing where it's like, even with Blind Squirrel kind of fucking it up, like no one blamed the engine, because people were like, no, like this can do this just fine. Not only that, it's a Wii game too, so like this can't really be that hard. But like I think it was good press for them, at least like overall. Got a lot of eyes on it.
If people were blaming the engine, it's like blaming a recipe because of the ingredients rather than the person preparing it.
Yeah, or blaming the VAs
Right.
about the quality of Sonic games rather than the head of Sonic team.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hello,
that is
Twitter.
so stupid.
I see you. I
And
see you.
I'll extend this to voice directors as well, because people are like, oh, it's not the voice actors, it's the voice direction. It's like that's not even true in a lot of cases either. What really happens is that they are given voice actors are given like a line and a various number of ways to read that line, and then the company or the person that like has to pick it out within the company has to pick out certain lines that they feel is best. So it's like there's probably like the best takes of like everything that you could ever want to hear in these games, but they probably just weren't picked for whatever reason. You know?
I really want to hear the other takes on the "failed so badly" line from Sonic Forces. The one where it kind of sounds like Roger's kind of running out of breath as he's saying it. Like,
yeah.
Honestly, like some people might not care too much about that. I love that stuff. Like any pre-release stuff, I love hearing about it, or any like
Same.
stuff that's
Oh,
in
same.
beta.
Same
like
here.
little cut
So
trinkets.
you're saying you like
and
betas?
other versions. That's why we have Dylan on the show.
That's true.
He's a fascinating little creature.
But no, I love behind the scenes stuff. Like I always try to like document everything that I do within my own endeavors and like do behind the scenes stuff. So like I love looking at into like the background and like how things are made, because like it's a miracle that games and movies and all that stuff is made, because it takes like a shit ton of people. But
a lot of people, a lot of hours, a lot of really hard work.
Absolutely.
So yeah, Sonic Generations. You can still get it on PC, and if you have you have a used game store nearby, or if you just want to go on eBay while you can, physical copies are still available. You won't get the DLC, but that is something that kind of sucks, but it was inevitable.
I think it's also still available on Steam. Like, so
the DLC is available on Steam. Like I got it way later in
if you have it on Steam, if you're gonna look at Steam, I don't know if they'll ever put it on sale again. I feel like they might just take it down at some point. So
I reckon they're probably going to keep it off sale right now, because they know that people are probably going to be scrambling to get it and are going to be willing to pay a bit more. And I think that's the thing, is I would say download the existing version if A, you care a lot about preservation, or B, you really want to try the mods out. But if you're not interested in either of that, you're probably wasting your money. Just get the new version.
Yeah. Like the mods are definitely my
get
number
the old
one
version
concern.
for the mods.
Yeah,
Definitely get it for that.
That's said,
definitely
there will definitely be mods for the new version eventually, but like
I just feel like
there's a wealth of stuff to be archived, you know, like
it's also a thing too where it's like I feel like a great deal of the mods are going to be ported over possibly to the new version. They have to update a lot of stuff. It depends, but
it depends on how the new version is, because there might be some incompatibility. There might be a lot of incompatibilities.
It also depends if those modders
not be possible.
It also depends if those modders want to do that, because there is the possibility that whoever made like the players a penis in Sonic Generations mod back in like 2013 might not have even thought about porting that over, you know?
They probably just didn't care. Yeah,
it depends how like kind of sentimental they are about their own work, you know? So like fingers crossed they will be, but like if not, like no big, I don't take it for granted.
Too, like it's also a thing too where it's like
gotta get around to Nouveau.
To piggyback off of that, there's probably a lot of people who made these mods like nearly a decade ago that like probably don't even do coding anymore, or just have moved on in life just in general. So it's like it's been a long time. Yeah.
The original Generations might even end up being graphically superior to the remaster from what I've seen. For example, the remaster does not have depth of field, and also they haven't color matched the grass properly in Green Hill Zone. And I know that's a nitpick. I know that's a nitpick, but to the people that say stop nitpicking, what do you do when you get head lice? Do you just leave them there? Do you just leave them to fester in your head, sucking on your blood?
They're grateful for the head lice.
Yeah.
They're like, I love the head lice.
Yeah, like my hair is their food, you know? Like, why not, you know? Like,
I'm just grateful for the attention.
People that get angry about nitpicking are all going to go bald.
Yeah. I call it
not the tasteful kind of bald. Like the, you look like a thumb kind of bald.
Like with the weird head shape and everything.
Yeah, where they're just not suited to baldness.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
I call it.
You might want to get like a wig, a toupee, something like that.
Or just never go outdoors ever again.
Yeah, or
wear hats.
just don't go bald.
No, but I do know.
It's just that simple. Don't go
Yeah, it's
bald.
just that simple. Yeah.
No, but I do know some folks that are gripping on for dear life to keep their hair. Like, I know this one dude that's like, he's grown his hair, what he has of it, as long as he can, and then he usually wears kind of like something on his head to kind of cover it up. But it's like, dude, with your hair as long as it is, but with none of it on the top of your head, there's no nice way of saying it. You look like someone who's into children.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I
genuinely
don't know.
Trying to strike a chord, but yeah, no.
What?
Yeah.
Moment.
They not like us, you know what I mean? But like, regardless of that, yeah,
Oh,
no, I
fuck.
like it. I think it's a thing too, where it's like if people are balding, go ahead and just
Get rid
go
of it.
full on.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go
Genuinely
full
feel
on
bad
with
for people
it.
in that spot.
But
And, like,
if you got that crypt keeper look, you got to get rid of it, man. Unless you really want to be a Halloween decoration.
Like, I think another
Hey,
person.
it looks great one time out of the year.
True. I think another example, like obviously I don't know him, but like James Rolfe, Angry Video Game Nerd.
Oh,
He's been balding for a good while.
I don't know if
And-
we should talk about our peers.
No, I'm not.
The-
No, this isn't bad.
No,
I'm not
it's
I'm
just
not being
something
rude
that
about it. It's
You
just
notice
something that,
over time, like just the
Yeah.
hairline is going
The
back.
hairline
and then you
does
see, like,
recede.
the bald.
Maybe it's time
And,
to...
like,
The hairline
and it
receding.
makes me sad 'cause,
He's got
yeah.
a bald spot on the back,
Well,
like on the back of his head.
Doug Walker balded gracefully in the end. He
That's
shaved his
true.
head.
Oh, he
and
just said
looked,
F it. Yeah,
he looked all the better for it. He looked all the better
well,
for
he
it.
also
Yeah.
wears a hat too. I think like just wearing a
Well,
hat.
when
helps,
he's the
you know?
nostalgia critic. when he's
Yeah,
when he's not, he's Mr. Bald Doug.
yeah. No, I'm not.
It could
I'm
be
not
that
trying
we're
to talk bad about anybody.
It
I
could be
think
that we're just used to seeing him bald, so it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense, and
yeah,
or, like,
you get
now we're
used to
used
it
to seeing
after a
them bald.
minute. Like
Yeah.
honestly, like for me, I was more so just like having this sentiment of like, oh man, like he's growing a little old, or you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
I'm getting old too. I used to watch him whenever I was like 10. You know, it's like
Professional wrestling fans, John Cena, you've seen the bald spot on the back of his head, and it is
Oh,
very
yeah.
noticeable,
that's
and it
true.
is very unfortunate to see.
I fucking hate bald people. Well,
what the fuck? No, you're like, don't talk about our peers, and it's like, oh, but if you're bald, I fucking hate you. Hate you, Baldy.
Listen, I don't like
Baldy
naming names.
McBalderson.
I
My
don't
lord.
like naming names.
Well, I wasn't trying to like
He
name.
clearly hates Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Well,
That-
is he
that's the
really
only
bald?
bald
He's got
person
hair
you're-
on his face.
That's
Yes,
what? Yes.
bald. We're referring
Well,
to the
because
hair
it-
on your head.
Okay. So hang on. Let me ask you a question. Where is your
Okay.
face located? Where is it?
But
On the front of your head. The
South
front.
on
So,
your
okay, so
We're talking
it's
about
on.
the top.
Okay, but you admit that it is on your head.
It's,
Okay.
It's
So if
it's
you have
part of
hair
head.
on your face and your face is on your head, then you have hair on your head. Ergo, you're not bald.
What are you
We're talking
talking
about
about?
hair on your scalp.
Yeah, scalp. There you go.
Well, then now you're just moving the goalposts. But,
no, we're not. That's how it's always been.
we're
Pup.
we're Sonic fans on Twitter, okay? We're providing you with facts, and you're just telling us that we're moving the goalpost.
We're Sonic fans. Do you think we know what a goalpost is? None of us have even played sports. All right, like I don't
Hey,
even know why
it's
that's
good.
even. a
Hey,
phrase.
those aren't goalposts; those are checkpoints.
Oh my god, I'm killing myself. Actually, no.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Let's
My
just talk
ears.
about Sonic.
Yeah, okay, so, all right, we got a big bit of news, and that is that Mario and Sonic will never go to Paris, because
No.
the Mario and
The
Sonic
river's
at
full
the
of shit.
Olympic Games series has been put on ice. It is over. It's never happening again.
It's
Done.
Jover.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, so if it's on ice, are we gonna get it in the Winter Olympics?
Shut up. I should have seen that coming.
That was good. That was a good one. That was a good one, Frank. That was good.
But yeah, basically, there will be no more of Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. And, yeah, today we have a eulogy for Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games that Trey has prepared for us that he will now read.
What? Hold on. You didn't tell me this.
Yes,
Give
I
me a
did.
second.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
I did just now.
No. Where is it?
Prepare it. It's supposed to be prepared.
Me? Like I'm supposed to prepare this.
Yeah, I figured
Me.
you're quite in touch with your emotional side. You're a bit girly, so maybe you'd have a nice eulogy.
Look, just because I say I'm spicy straight doesn't mean I'm feminine, you know?
Look, just read the eulogy, all right, Trey? Come on, stop.
I have nothing to read, so I'm just gonna like make it up
right.
as I go. Okay, eulogy, eulogy, G. G is the
Poppin' G.
what's poppin'? G, poppin', pop, soda pop, Coke, Coca-Cola, not sponsoring the Olympics for obvious reasons. They're not healthy. They did that one year, then they got canceled. Not canceled. They didn't get canceled. They a runner. I remember an Olympic runner sponsored Coke, and then she lost. It's like, okay, never mind. Let me see. Coke, Pepsi, EET, NFTs are what's happening with this. That's the replacement for.
All right, I think we
Olympic
heard enough of
Games.
that horrible eulogy. Yeah, so basically,
I was trying to.
the Olympic
Rest in
Committee.
peace, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, and also Sonic the Olympic Games. Thank you, Sega, for the free stuff.
The Olympic Committee held the rights to Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. It was basically up to them to say, "Hey, guys, make a game for us," you know. And they decided that this year they wanted to now explore other partnerships, and they've put their focus this time on esports and NFTs.
What's funny is that I'm pretty sure, like, if Nintendo and Sega were really interested, they could just come up with a bunch of like mini games that are exclusive to those franchises that you can basically do a Mario Party, but with Mario and Sonic. Like, they could realistically do that.
They really wouldn't have to even call it Olympic Games.
Wait. That's
Mario Party Sonic Shuffle.
Look at the piss. That's for later. We discuss what they could do for future Mario.
Oh, well, my bad.
Mario.
Okay.
Mario.
I just don't understand. I still I still don't understand. Like, I thought NFTs. I thought we were past that.
Guys, look, Trey doesn't understand. In other words, water wet. Sorry, go on.
What?
You know what? It makes a lot of sense. Something that is extremely mainstream is going to try to get into two different markets that are actually losing money.
The thing I find so fucking funny though is like if it was like 2020 or 2021 and they announced they were doing NFTs, that would be really fucking cringe. In 2024 though,
yeah,
it's giga cringe. Like
it would make a little bit more
overdue.
sense to be like, okay, like this is like, not saying it would still be cringe like you said, but like it like back then it would make more sense to be like, okay, they're doing NFTs, they probably are like ignorant to what it is, or like, you know what I mean? They probably profit. Yeah, like you said,
well,
they probably profit a little more.
In the spirit of the Olympic Games pursuing NFTs, I do want to do a little throwback here. Quite some time ago, I think it was 2 years ago maybe, we did a Sunset City episode where we talked about Kentucky Fried Chicken, Sonic, and NFTs. And in that episode, we auctioned off this NFT that is on screen that YouTube and Twitch viewers can now see. This was our Sonic NFT. And it's totally environmentally friendly and worth about as much as a regular NFT. It's not a NFT. But,
which means it's free.
So about a quarter of a cent.
But the winner of this NFT was Lideric, the winning bid being $50. And in that vein, given that, you know, that's worth so much and the ownership of that is worth so much, we sold stickers of this at Sega Fan Jam Remix 2022. You could buy these.
That's
I have
true.
one. I have one. It's on my door, and I have to tell people that come over that I'm not actually into NFTs. So,
everyone, this is the perfect time to screenshot or to, you know,
be quiet.
Take
Be
screenshots
quiet because
while
no,
you can.
just can you support me for once, Frank? Because we've got. I wanted to announce that
I didn't know Pup was such a crypto bro.
in spirit of the Olympic Games and their love of NFTs, as well as the Year of Shadow, I would like to introduce you all to the Shadow NFT that I have made for this episode of Sunset City.
God.
And so, yes, all Super Chats will now be bids for this NFT. If you bid...
Wait,
also
hold on.
worth
I don't think we
noting...
can do that.
Also, it's worth noting, after the previous NFT went, we we kind of made that a Patreon perk, so new patrons will also get the Shadow NFT. Now, I want to make clear, these are not real NFTs. You don't actually have ownership of it. I have to legally say that. But to you, it's an NFT, so get bidding. All right,
I
I'm
will
gonna take
provide
this
a
off
link
the
to the
screen.
description. I'm kidding. I don't have access to the channel.
What do you mean you don't have access to the channel?
the ultimate, the ultimate NFT.
So when do we get a BioLizard one? It's just
Shut
a
up.
BioLizard with the monkey face.
Just appreciate the fucking...
Like the BioLizard, but like at the end of its protruding neck is just the
Listen,
base
buddy, the
monkey face.
NFT I stole to Photoshop into Shadow the Hedgehog was very expensive, Frank, so please don't be disrespectful.
The NFT I stole. You know what, pup? My respect for you has gone way high up, like very high up after
Like
hearing that.
insane, so insane. I'm losing my mind.
Oh, Knuckles' anniversary. Where's his NFT?
Oh,
Yeah,
we'll
where's
we've got to work on a Wade Whipple NFT, but I feel like the moment's passed.
Yeah, the Knuckles TV show NFTs.
The
God.
Cool Ranch Doritos NFTs, and it's just a Dorito with the monkey face on it.
I
Well,
actually
just-
did
and
have
I-
some
I don't know.
Doritos today. I got some Doritos
Huh.
in spirit of Sunset City today, but I didn't get Cool
Cool
Ranch
Ranch?
today. I got a Chili
Ah.
Heatwave.
Ooh,
Cool.
that sounds nice.
Chili Heatwave actually does sound nice. Man, now I'm
try,
in the mood for some Doritos.
Now, have you ever tried Dorito Roulette? I once made a fatal mistake when eating Dorito Roulette.
No,
I don't know
what
what
is
that is.
Dorito roulette?
Well, in the UK, okay, so Dorito Roulette, you get a mixed bag of Doritos. You get some cheese ones in there, and you get
Right.
some, and they're not chili heatwave. They're super chili, like very hot Doritos in there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you pick
yeah, so
between
you-
a bunch of them.
Yeah, you don't know whether or not you're going to get a cheese or if you're going to get a chili. Now, one time, I was watching a movie with some buds, and I was just chomping away at these Doritos, but I was like, my little white guy tongue is getting a little heated right now, so I'm going to just stop for a little bit. So I take a little break.
Yeah.
Still with Dorito dust on my fingers. I haven't licked it off yet, because I don't want to get saliva fingers. So I'm sat there with a little bit of Dorito dust on my hand. Later on, I forget I've got Dorito dust on my hand, and I rub my eye, and I get the chili Dorito
no!
dust in my eye, and I was like, "Oh no!"
Oh no!
I was laughing, like I was like pain laughing, like.
I thought you were gonna say you got like you got one of the spicy ones, and it was like extremely hot, and you weren't expecting it.
No, well, I would expect the hot one to be hot in a bag of Dorito Roulette. Am I stupid or something?
I don't know.
Do you want me to answer that?
Yeah.
Go on, Frank.
Look,
Answer it.
Look, me and Frank as two.
No, I
white
assumed
men,
that you would
as we-
that you weren't paying attention to it.
Yeah.
that you
Wow,
weren't paying
I feel
attention
like
to the
that
one
was
that
a
you picked
really
up.
vital joke for Trey to be able to land in that moment.
Yeah, no, I had to go and
Look,
like
me and Frank as two white men, as established before. We're obviously authority to tell you if you're stupid or not. There you go. That's the joke.
I think they can tell that I am. From
See,
my
the
profile
joke
picture
is
at the table.
Hey,
Oh, there we
Trey
go.
here. Hey, I'll Trey here. So the joke is that gotta be Frank's Twitter handle has
Hander.
YT at Hander.
Hander.
Gotta be Frank's handle.
God dang.
Are
Twitter.
you ever
Has,
going to finish this sentence? Or you're going to just keep
has-
restarting it.
Well, because y'all keep interrupting me, but gotta be Frank's Twitter handle has the letters YT at the end of it. Now, obviously, it's meant to stand for YouTube, right? YT YouTube.
Because
But
the other
online-
gotta be Frank is a crypto bro, and I tagged him in a thing one time.
Absolutely. But like online with Twitter's like character limit, people shorten the word white to YT, and that's the joke. So gotta be Frank is white. We've established that. I'm also white, and Pup is dumb.
That's not a color, but okay. Alright, fine. Pup is dumb. That was smarter than all, yo.
Look, me and Frank are great friends. I don't know who's commenting that on here, but we're great friends. In fact, me and Frank are the only friends on this podcast.
You know who's not a great
Look,
friend?
look. I'm a good guy, okay, and you know that
Yeah.
because I have to tell you that I'm good.
Yeah, I'm such a good person,
You
right?
know who's
like
not
that,
a good friend, though?
Dylan.
I wish Dylan was a good friend.
I wish
Dylan
was
was
a
a
good
wish
friend.
Dylan was a
I
good
wish
friend.
Dylan was a good friend.
I wish Dylan was a good friend.
I wish Dylan was a good friend.
This is a fucking cult now. I swear. Oh,
It's not a cult.
It's a
Repeat after me,
lifestyle.
chat, not a cult.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle, you know, just like Scientology, my favorite lifestyle.
Christ.
I'm sorry.
Oh
Listen,
no!
as-
Don't compare us to that. We have honor ethics and so much other stuff that's
Yeah,
better.
exactly.
No, listen, as a member of the Bethel Church, I would really appreciate if you just cool it, all right, with the crack theories about
Bethel. Okay.
crazy religions like my own.
Wait,
No,
isn't Bethel?
No,
a
did I
yeah.
tell you about the time the Bethel Church fucking descended on my hometown?
Oh,
And-
you did.
yeah.
Never mind. Yes,
Yeah.
you did.
And I was like, the fact that we went home and researched it and thought about going to the ceremony just for shits and giggles, I turned to my friends and was like, we're already a few steps on the ladder here. Like, we should just get off.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like curiosity gets the best of you, and you know, even
Oh
if
yeah,
it's
no,
just
I
for
know how
the
this happened because I
bit.
think
Yeah.
when I mentioned it, I was saying how
Oh,
I
fuck
could
that.
I could probably fuck some Bethel Church chicks, and that was when your Sega rep friend happened to walk into the chat.
Don't they say don't?
Oh
stick your dick in
yeah,
crazy.
the Gee whiz. That's
Isn't there like a saying like "Don't stick your dick in crazy"?
Yeah, but what if I can convince him I'm God?
Oh,
That would be
yeah.
awesome. It sounds like the kind of thing Reese from Malcolm in the Middle would come up with, actually, now that I think. What if I could convince those Bethel Church girls that I'm God? Reese, that's so stupid. That's Malcolm. You're being
Yep.
stupid, Reese. No, I'm not, Malcolm. I'm gonna go to the Bethel Church and convince those girls that I'm God, and I'm gonna fuck them, Malcolm. Reese, you're being so stupid. Mommy, can I have a cookie? Dewey, shut up! That's Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah, Malcolm Whitey in the middle.
Uh,
I wish Dylan was a good friend.
I wish
I
Dylan
wish
was a
Dylan
good
was a
friend.
good friend.
I wish
Um,
Dylan was a good friend.
But yeah, you know, this is the thing that feels kind of sad to me, is that, like, we're going to talk about Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games now, and we don't have Dylan with us. And I feel like that's such a Dylan topic.
Yeah, he has an appreciation for a lot of the music that's in the series, especially like the Mario stuff. I totally
That's
understand
true,
because
yeah, it's good.
being both fans of Mario and Sonic, I love the music and I love hearing the remixes. And hey, they
I
remix
agree.
the good stuff.
Why
It's a
don't
shame
we
that the
all
It's a
speak...
shame that the series kind of went downhill in quality when it came to like 2020, like the game itself.
All right,
Yeah.
listen. That's the only
Oh,
one
okay.
that I've played, and I loved it. That's the only Mario and Sonic at the Olympics
The
that I ever played.
The first one
The
I
first
played
one
was
is still my
on
favorite.
DS.
One
the
thing
first
worth
one
noting, though,
really
is
good.
I think there's like a lot of the distaste towards the 2021 was about the dream events, wasn't it? Like how little and puny the dream events are compared to previous games, which they were previously the highlight of. Am I mistaken? Am I mistaken?
I'm not too
Uh,
familiar with
well-
with anything that came before it.
There was for the first game, there wasn't really much expectation. So like, I think it was mostly just the Olympic events for the very first game that came out in like 2008, right?
Yeah,
it
from
was
what
just
I
the novelty that
understood.
it was the novelty that those characters were going to be in the exact same game.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was before Brawl, right? It was like right before
I-
Brawl.
I was about to
I
ask
believe
that.
so.
Was it before Brawl? But
Yeah, I think. It was.
yeah. So okay, so yeah, that would have been like the big seismic crossover between Mario and Sonic. So like 2008, I think it was, is kind of off the hook for everything just because it was the first time they came together.
2008.
From what I understand, though, like from like conversations I've had with people who love Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, the things that made previous games so good, or the things they revisited the most, were these dream events where they pulled away
Yeah.
from the Olympics and kind of just went into Sonic and Mario's worlds for some separate activities. Mario and Sonic at the 2020 Olympic Games only has like 5 dream events, and they're all very
Okay.
short.
Just a very brief correction. It's okay in the U.S. It was actually no, it was 2007 for Mario and Sonic, and then 2008 for Smash Brothers Brawl.
See, this was at the
Oh, yeah,
time.
'cause they
this
probably-
was shortly before Unleashed came out, so this was at the time when the Sonic franchise was really getting good.
It was
They
it was
were
kind of weird.
recovering.
It was a weird time because like in between '06 and Unleashed, it was like people still got excited for Sonic being and stuff, but it was starting to like have this perception of being cringe for being excited for Sonic stuff. So, yeah, but like,
Yeah,
that's it.
'06, like, no matter how you feel about it, it did do damage to the public perception of
It-
Sonic. There's no secret.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, I do enjoy the game, but, like, I still have to acknowledge that this is what happened. This game did a lot of damage. But I think, yeah, like, 2007 was an interesting point, because I think, while I don't think Sonic and the Secret Rings is very good, someone has Echo, please fix it.
Wait, hold on.
It's-
Is it me?
I don't know.
Probably you.
It might be you. Let me check. Speaking. Yeah, I think it's you, Trey.
No!
Yeah, well, that's one way of fixing it.
I was gonna say like this. Those games releasing this was before what I would call like Sonic's. I don't know if I would say like the series recovering a little bit, because even then, Unleashed didn't have great press when it came out. So
Yeah, Unleashed was goated.
Yeah,
Unleashed is better than what people give it credit for. I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily a fan of it, but maybe another playthrough will probably change my mind. I don't know. Maybe find the best way of playing it.
you know the definition of insanity. You know, it's like doing the
It's
same
doing
thing
Try the
the
over
same
and
thing
over.
over and over again,
expecting things to change.
Yeah, and expecting different results. Exactly.
It's so funny how we all said the same thing at the same time.
That's
Oh,
that's
yeah,
true. We are
we all know
cults.
we all know the definition of insanity. We've all played Far Cry 3 or seen the cutscene.
Oh yeah, we know the definition of insanity. We're all still wishing that Dylan was a good friend.
I wish Dylan was a
wish
good
Dylan
friend.
was a good friend.
I wish Dylan was a good friend. I wish Dylan was a good friend.
No,
I love
need
Dylan to death.
So the thing I really did enjoy kind of about Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games 2020, and I do want to preface that's the only one that I've played. From what I understand, the other ones, the story modes were just kind of kept to the 3DS versions, while the console versions were more focused on just kind of, hey, let's get everyone together, we'll play some multiplayer games, mini games, and stuff like that.
Right.
The 3DS, obviously, because it's not like a gather around the TV thing, a 3DS is a very personal item, it made sense to kind of give them stories. But then you
Only
come
the-
to...
The first game was just the mini games for both the DS and the Wii.
Yeah.
I didn't know that the 3DS games had the story, but the console versions didn't. That's very weird because you'd expect it to be the other way around.
Well, I think it's because, again, like a 3DS is a very personal item, whereas a Wii is designed to get people around the television, so you're playing it with multiple people, basically. And it's also the movement of it as well, whereas the 3DS doesn't have that. So it's like, if you just make a series of mini games that depend on just pressing buttons and stuff, it's not very inspired.
Or mostly using the touchscreen.
Yeah.
Right.
So then when you come to Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games 2020, which was the Switch one, the Switch is obviously one that can be used as both a personal item and a dock it in the TV and play it with friends and stuff like that. So they kind of made it accommodate in that you've got a focus on these mini games, but you've got a story around it. You've got hub worlds with interactive NPC characters. You've got little sub games within that are kind of dependent on story. And one addition I really like was the 1964 Olympic Games, where like Dr. Robotnik sends himself, Bowser, Mario, and Sonic back to 1964, and it's like a 16-bit game.
You get 8-bit Mario and 16-bit Sonic.
I just want to say as well, though, of all the times they've brought classic Sonic back for a crossover, I genuinely think in universe that's the best one. Like, because you do get him in his little pixel form, and it's fun. It's just a fun little, like, I consider that to be the third in the Sonic Generations trilogy. You got Sonic Generations, you got Sonic Forces, and then you got Mario and Sonic 2020, because it is effectively a crossover between the modern and the classics. But what I also found quite cool was that Tails and Luigi were really the main characters of that game, so it was kind of cool to see them get focus. And this also came out in, like, the tail end of, like, the Pontaf era, I believe. And I liked how everyone was written in this game. It looks gorgeous as well. It's running on Hedgehog Engine 2, and it looks 1,000 times better than Sonic Frontiers and Sonic Forces, which is funny considering it's a Switch exclusive. So, like, I thought it had a great deal going for it, the 2020 release.
A Switch exclusive that released between the two games. It's insane. It's wild how that turned out.
Yeah, but, like, that's the thing, is, like, the opening cutscene of those games is usually pre-rendered CGI. The opening of this one is in-game graphics, but I genuinely, the first time I saw it, I was like, hang on, whoa, actually, that's in-game. So it's very impressive what they did with Hedgehog Engine 2 in that one. And there's such an atmosphere to it as well, like Tokyo, like the hub world and everything. There's a sense of anticipation before all those events. I found myself getting incredibly engrossed in everything, and I suppose it helped that, there was a pandemic on, so I had nothing better to do than just hunker down and play. But I had a whale of a time with Mario and Sonic 2020, and that's the only one that I've played.
I need to get back to playing that. I played it for a little bit, but I dropped it because there was nobody playing it, and I would have loved to have gotten people for like a multiplayer session or something.
Boys,
but,
you know what this means?
Yeah.
Sunset Arcade episode. Sunset Arcade episode in the future. We all get on Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
Eventually, we will have to do our first one of it.
Yeah, we talk about it so much. We're like, oh, we're going to do Jackbox, we're going to do Fortnite, we're going to do this and that and the other. And it's like, we have yet to release a single epic. It's like that bit in the fucking Family Guy where it's like they start the band and like, oh, crap, we don't know any songs.
Funny enough, you say Fortnite and then bring that up.
Yeah, because I mean, you can't. There's no way we could play the Fortnite main stage on a stream because
we wouldn't be able to.
Music.
We could do the battle royale mode or the I believe there's like a racing game or something.
Or what we could do. What we could do is do the main stage, but turn the audio off for the stream, and then I don't know, Trey or something just fucking plays the song for real.
Yeah, I could do it. Yeah, I just do an impromptu cover of like Master of Puppets on the acoustic guitar or something.
Well, no, yeah, like you gotta do like Cake by the Ocean, but it's a royalty-free version. You gotta deviate just enough for it not to count as a cover.
Like,
the notes.
like talk to me, baby.
Yeah. you gotta call it like Cheeks by the Sea, because I know Cake refers to AIDS.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
The gyat on the pond.
Gyat on the pond. But okay, boys, have you played any of the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games?
I mean, yes, absolutely.
Okay,
I have played 3 games.
Do you want to share your experiences? Talk about how it made you feel? Share your stories about Mario and Sonic at the Olympic and the Games and the Mario?
I mean, yeah, sure. So like I got a Nintendo Wii whenever it like first came out for my birthday. So like me and my little brothers, we used to like Sonic and the Secret Rings was one of the first games we got as well. And me and a lot of my friends, including like my cousin, we were like Brawl was like just like teased at that time, and we were like on like the Smash Dojo and looking that up. But in between that time, every time friends come over, we had Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games on the Wii, and it was super fun. Like there's not really much else to say about it. Like it wasn't like this like groundbreaking experience. I just remember having a lot of like fun times and fun memories playing, the first Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. And then like each subsequent game, I would just get like the DS variant of it.
Hang on,
we
say
never
that
really
again.
got it.
Each what
DS
game?
variant?
Oh no.
Each what game?
Oh god.
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to remember what I just said.
Each subs.
I'm gonna kill.
I'm gonna put it in the back rooms.
Whoa, hey, you can't make threats on stream.
I put it in the back rooms. That word. That's the word I want you to repeat.
Subsequent. I'm not making threats. I'm making threats to myself. What's wrong with subsequent?
Subsequent.
Sub? What's wrong with subsequent?
We got another one, ladies and gentlemen. We got another mispronunciation on Sunset City.
Hold on, I'm looking this up because
It's not. You're putting
Subsequent.
emphasis on the wrong bit. It's subsequent, not subsequent.
It's Cool Whip.
Pie is better with Cool Whip.
Subsequent.
Subsequent. There you go.
Subsequent.
This is the ancients all over again.
Oh my god, ancients. But no, every subsequent.
I dread
game.
the one time I say something weird and Pup's gonna be like, "Oh, what was that? What was that? I got everybody."
If
now?"
it means anything, everyone makes fun of the way I say Pikachu and Miles Morales, so it's only fair.
Morales, fair.
Morales.
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 Is this another Hydro City situation?
This
You
is
know,
another
no,
just.
no,
what were you gonna say about the every
But
subsequent
anyways,
game, anyways?
Yeah, every game that I got in the series after that was usually just like the DS variant, like because it was 2012.
Consequences will never be the same.
My sequences be subbing.
Consequences.
Consequences. Yeah. But
Go on.
yeah, so like the most fond memories I have is just with the first game. Cuz like after that it was like 2011, 2012 when like the second game came out and my family just didn't care anymore. I was also in high school at that time. So it's like
What was the second one? Was that Winter?
I think it was. Yeah, it was winter. So like yeah, my like and since I didn't have people to play it with, I felt it was weird to get that game and then hope that my family would be down for like once a month, gaming sessions. Plus I was like we all played like Guitar Hero at the time. Guitar Hero and Rock Band was like our family game of choice too.
Oh hell yeah!
But oh yeah,
I
I
remember
still
growing up
play
with
it.
Guitar Hero.
Me and my little brother, we still play like drums and guitar.
Isn't
like,
that just a
on
rip-off of
Rock Band.
Fortnite main stage, though?
Yes, it is.
Fortnite Festival main
question.
stage? Yeah,
Yeah,
it is. You're right.
where we play the
Fortnite's
same song
actually
5
the
times in a
first
row.
game. Actually, Fortnite's the very first video game. Every other game is just a copy of that. Every other subsequent game is just a copy of that. I'm just embracing it at this point. And after I got like the DS variants and stuff like that, just didn't really grab another copy of it. Like the 2016 one, I didn't really pay attention to, and the 2021 I did want to get because like the Switch was new at the time, and I wanted to like really get more games for it. I just never got it. So they're probably fantastic. Yeah. I'm not
2020
really
is
I
fine.
guess I say all that to say like is it sad that they're going this route with the series or like the Olympics are trying to do like a whole NFT thing? Yes. But I guess in terms of my own personal history, I'm not really losing that much sleep over the series as a whole.
And
Not
it's not like
getting
the more
another entry.
recent games were like the more recent games weren't really lighting the world on fire or anything.
Yeah.
The novelty of the crossover games was starting to go away.
Yeah.
Maybe it was all very exciting for me because the Nintendo Switch was my first Nintendo.
That probably
You know
is
what?
part of it.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's fine. I picked it up because at the time I was a Sonic tuber and figured like, oh, hey, that would be fun to do on stream. And I only streamed it once.
Yeah.
That's so silly. You didn't even unlock all the games.
Probably not. I did play the original one on DS a lot. My brothers and I would just like try to go for fastest times for some of the events. And every once in a while, whenever I was in high school and I had nothing to do, I would just pull out my DS and I'd play for a little bit.
Yeah.
For the 2020 games, obviously that was Sonic Tuber. Figured that make for good content. It looked nice. I just didn't play a lot of it. And then there's also the mobile-only Sonic at the 2020 Olympic Games or whatever it's called. It was like
I
a
remember that
spin-off of the
vaguely,
console game. And some of you might remember that because a lot of Sonic YouTubers or Sonic personalities online received stuff from Sega from it, which was like a hat, a jacket, and a duffel bag. I only know that because I have those. And that was an interesting idea for a game. It was an interesting game. They did have like, I think it was either online leaderboards or online play for a while, and then they cut it out and said like, If you just want to get the game itself, I think it was what $10-$20 or something like that. But you get to keep the whole game rather than it going away. They eventually, I think they delisted it at some point.
Yeah, which is a shame. But like again, it's one of those series where it's like the novelty of it, that being Mario and Sonic being in the same game, competing against each other. Like,
I mean, yeah, I guess I will say like as much as I did enjoy Mario and Sonic 2020, I haven't really revisited it, and I think if I did revisit it, I would just want to start the story mode again rather than just playing any little mini games.
I think a story mode, like, that is a cool concept. It's almost like a Mario Party DS type deal, because like,
well, I
have
wasn't
Mario Party
expecting it
DS.
to have a story, like, because
Yeah,
again, I just knew it was a collection of mini games. I was like, this will be a fun little first. Like, this is something I've never tried before. And so when I was greeted to it having like a full-on story, I was like, well, this actually feels a bit more like a legitimate Mario and Sonic crossover, because I think that's kind of more the appeal than anything else of a Mario and Sonic crossover would be seeing these characters interact and like the story of it, really. I know that like people don't often play a Sonic game for the story, and people never play a Mario game for the story, but I think a crossover with Mario and Sonic, it kind of is all about the story, you know?
yeah, for sure. For sure. I agree.
They should have Mario versus Sonic, like they fight.
Okay, so for the mobile game, it was available for about, let's see,
Are we talking Sonic at the Olympic Games?
Yeah, that was available for about a year and a half with online functionality and everything, and then they terminated that one. They took that down and released an offline version of the game. So you know what? I actually will say that I think it's cool when developers, yeah, it sucks that they remove the online version of a certain mobile game, but it's really
still
cool that
give
they
you a
bring
version
it
to play.
Yeah, they give you a version to play. They did that with Sonic, the 2020 games. Capcom did that with a mobile title for Mega Man, which was really cool because there was an actual story to it, so there's a lot of content in it that could still be played. So I think that's really cool when they do that.
Also, Sonic at the Olympic Games is pretty good. I've got that one. I did pay for it back in the day. And, yeah, it's an enjoyable game. It's got some really fun remixes in there as well. Like, it's actually kind of funny because, like, Mario and Sonic 2020 soundtrack is almost... I think it's entirely original music. Like, no remixes or anything, which is interesting because that was, I believe, another staple of the original Mario and the Sonic at the Olympic Games was you had some kind of remixes and covers. I believe that's where, like, that rock version of Splash Hill originated, and you had, like, a Reach for the Stars cover and stuff. Mario and Sonic 2020 has none of that. It's entirely original compositions, and they are good. But, like, yeah, I noticed that Sonic at the Olympic Games was where the remixes were, and they were very good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, whoever was working on the music for those games, they cooked.
I think it was probably Otani, but I'll check.
Otani's great.
I would not be surprised if it was Otani. If so, good stuff.
Let's have a look. Because I think Otani did Sonic Runners, which was another mobile game that had absolutely no right having the soundtrack that it had.
Oh my god.
Genuinely, at the time that came out, that was Otani's best work, aside from Sonic Rush Adventure.
That's one of my favorite things about a lot of the mobile games that are out there. You just have these absolute god tier soundtracks. Or you have like maybe one or two.
Sorry, go on.
I've played a few where it's like, oh my god, why is this on a mobile game? Why can't this be a console game or something? More people need to hear it.
Yeah, like, although I will say, like, Sonic Dash is probably, like, the most played one. I'm not in love with that remix of Seaside Hill. It's very, I made this for a mobile game. Also, the composer for Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games was, oh, I'm so sorry, Japanese people, Teruhiko Nakagawa. Whereas for Sonic at the Olympic Games, the composers were Kenichi Tokoi and Tomeo Otani. So there you go. Yeah, Tomeo Otani.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I think Kenichi Tokoi did the orchestral tracks in Sonic Frontiers as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think he did, like, the cutscene music. So,
yeah,
probably the same applies to that. But, yeah, mobile game, much better than it has any right to be, and you get to see Sonic carry a gun, and that's just kind of funny.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Yeah, Sonic has a gun.
It's awesome.
Finally. took them a long time.
Yes, Shadow was doing this in
Cowards.
05. What's like taking you so long?
Yeah, the fucking too
It's a
late.
Sonic trend of doing things far too late.
Idiot. Is he stupid?
He's a silly idiot.
He's dummy.
A nincompoop.
I was
Um,
thinking about the what is it, Metropolitan Highway remix that's in Mario and Sonic 2020.
Yes.
Just remembering how good that was, and just how good of a, because I think that was skateboarding, right?
Yes.
That was the
Well,
event
no, you
for
were
it?
on Extreme Gear, I think. It was a dream event, and you were on
yeah.
Extreme Gear. That was awesome because, like, again, like Sonic Forces has these locales that were kind of screaming to be explored. In like, you had the Sunset City, and you had the Metropolitan Highway, and you also had things like the Luminous Forest and stuff. It always makes me happy when I see these get to be explored in later games. Like, you've got the best version of that Metropolitan Highway stage in Mario and Sonic 2020.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sonic said he would have been caught dead holding a gun, but
Yeah,
that's because
that's back when he was
he
a
is playing
beta
for
male.
his country.
That's-
He is playing for his country, and his country is whichever one you want it to be.
Well, in that case, he's from the UK for me. So he just, rather than shooting the targets, he just goes up to them with a carrot knife and just hits them repeatedly.
That is a
Jesus.
that is a like hilarious, I guess, like proposition where it's like, since it's now canonical that Sonic's world is Earth, what is Sonic's nationality? Like, has anyone made a video about that?
Chow
I
Mix did.
mean,
Oh,
it's
did he?
worth,
Okay.
Like, it's worth kind
I'm
of
a fake
noting
fan.
that, like, originally it was like Sonic is from Christmas Island, which is near Australia. So I always kind of imagine that Sonic
Hey.
would probably have an Aussie accent, and I could imagine it. He hangs out with Ty, the Tasmanian tiger.
He runs to Eggman. Oh, you fucking cunt.
It's like, oh,
You can't. Oh my god, that's the one word you can't say, Frank.
You can't say that? Are you serious?
Shadow.
That's the yellow monetization word.
Oh no.
Oh,
Don't worry
come
about
on.
it. It's all good.
No,
Don't worry about
It
it.
was one time. It was deep in the episode. I think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
He said can't. Everybody, okay?
Yeah.
No,
Shadow.
like CONT, like short for continue.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. There you
Yeah,
go,
there you
YouTube
go.
overlords. Please forgive.
Yeah. Please. But yeah,
Sorry,
no.
YouTube. I'll be banned for. I'll go and ban myself from next episode.
I wish Frank was a good friend.
well, does that mean, okay? So if Sonic is from Australia, does that mean like Shadow is too? Like,
Shadows
in
from
terms
space.
of like, no, I meant like in terms of the research of like, you know,
No, he's from
making
fucking
the ultimate-
space.
Shadow's like
What did I
Mewtwo.
say? Like what?
He's from
like
space. He has
Shadow's
a space
just like
accent.
He's
Shadow's
got
just
a
like
space
oh,
accent.
all day I think about death. Yeah.
He sees Maria get ice like, good aim, mate.
Sees Maria get shot. Like no,
What the fuck was that?
no.
What was that?
No.
What is that supposed to even be?
No, it's no. The word
Australians
no.
don't go
No.
no. They go
Any Aussies
yeah.
in the chat?
Aussies-
We'd like some...
Aussies go yeah nah mate. You know, like that's what they
Yeah,
say.
nar,
I thought
mate.
No,
I
not
thought they
no,
go, "Oi."
just nah. No,
Nar.
that's English. English say oi. Yeah.
They're not the only person who say it.
Oi.
Well, you bloody know it, you know.
No, I,
Okay,
I
well,
saw this.
yeah.
I saw this bit of like a comedian talking about goth Australians and how funny it like that concept is, and that's what it reminded me of, like Shadow being
You know,
Australian.
I've been talking to him. And one day we're going to get Phantom Strider as a guest on this channel. And he is Australian. And Trey, I want you to go to him and say, no.
Or
No. What the
it's
fuck
like
is-
how do you say like yes and no? You know, how do you say yes
say-
and no? It's like
No.
yeah. It's like yes and no.
There's no R in no, okay?
Oh no, there isn't. But like, you know,
Stop being ridiculous.
I feel like
No.
yeah, I've heard that before. Like no, yeah,
No, that's not. I have never in all my years of talking to Australians, heard any of them go, no.
Well, not like that, but like it's probably a little bit less. It's probably more like subdued than that. Like nar.
No one says
nor.
nor.
You just sound like the guy from
Nor.
Hot Fuzz who's trying to like pretend to be like the big idiot.
Yeah, no.
We need our buddy in here who sends in the dollary dues. C-Man, isn't it? We need him to correct us on this. But I think he couldn't attend. So, that is
I think
what it
C-Man
is.
was here for like a split second.
He
and
did
then
send
had
in
to leave.
one super chat, so like yeah.
Yeah.
And
And we love you, C-Man.
you know
Send
how
in
it
more
is.
super chats and I'll say words that'll get us demonetized. I'm kidding.
Yeah, exactly. I'll make fun of Australians.
Now, what's that guy from the Seinfeld episode? The soup what now?
The super fascist.
oh,
I'm
man.
sorry. What you called him? The soup? We won't go there.
Listen, at least
What
I
you
didn't
almost
say.
called him?
I didn't say the word.
He didn't
Hey.
say the word, but it was so funny what that would imply.
I was
you?
implying that I didn't know if I could say that word on Twitch, so I was saying that the word begins with N, and so I referred to him as the soup N word, and it's just I didn't realize. Okay,
Oh my god!
I didn't realize in the instance. Please forgive me, oh god of melanin.
Wow. The soup, that
Oh,
thing
God,
that Cotton Hill
melanin.
hates. Actually, wait, no. Cotton Hill hates a lot of things.
I lost my knees in the war.
No.
I've got a funny.
What
thing
have
to
you
talk
ever
to.
done for your country, Hank? How you doing, Hank's wife?
The super gnar. That's the Oh my god.
Good golly. Oy
Good
vey.
golly, it's-
So Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, like,
Yeah.
I feel like we need to kind of, we need to make this, we need to make this a,
Weenie Hut.
Weenie Hut.
we need to make, to find a way to make this subject kind of a two-parter for Dylan, because I feel like he would be the life and soul of a conversation about Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. So
Oh,
I think,
absolutely.
I think
Let's just save
we
it.
will. Yeah, we'll save it. We'll do more on the Olympic Games at another time. But today, we're just talking about, we're bummed out that Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games has concluded, has ended, and yeah. Okay, right. Well, what else can we kind of extrapolate then?
I mean, what else is there to talk about? Is there any more subject matters, or
I mean, everything I've got written
What
down
the fuck is that picture?
what?
what is
I
it?
just noticed. I just looked at the bottom of the piss and I just saw the picture.
It's the edit I did of Dylan with cornrows.
What the fuck is that?
That will not be released to the public at Dylan's discretion. But
Dylan, come in here, save us, please.
do you like the picture though, Frank?
It's so cursed. I hate how well done it is.
Where is it?
I did that.
Point me in the direction.
It's
Scroll
at the
to-
bottom. It's at
scroll
the
to
bottom of the piss. Yeah.
Hold on. Where are you?
Go
Where
to the
are
piss.
you?
Open the piss.
And I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep good.
The Olympics are running. Makes sense to continue the topic.
Where is it?
Yeah.
Where's the piss? I can't
It
find
just-
the
I
piss.
mean, if Dylan
It's
was able to
a
get here
go
earlier,
to-
we'd probably go like further into it. If
Where's the
anything,
piss?
Yeah, it's
I
okay.
would like to talk-
Trey, the piss is in important resources on the Discord server. Sorry,
Oh,
Frank.
okay.
What were
Sorry.
you going to
I
say?
I probably would want to go and play a little bit more of it before going super in depth about it, because I actually would like to see more of the game. I just never got around to it. But
I guess I would like to get some of the 3DS ones, maybe emulate some of the Wii ones. Legally.
emulate. You mean play
Legally.
on legitimate?
Legally.
Well, yeah, you're
buy-
backing up. You're backing up your games, right?
Yeah, I'm backing up the
Yeah.
games I already own. Yes.
Yeah,
I
there's
have
nothing wrong
these.
with that. I have
Yeah.
I have a thumb
Actually-
drive with all of my GameCube and Wii games, and I'm just waiting for a Nintendo Wii that doesn't have a dying GPU, so I can actually play it without some weird ass artifacting on screen.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Is that like a common problem for you? Because like I've never really ran into that issue.
So the Nintendo Wii actually had this thing called Wii Connect 24, or
Yes,
Wii Connect
yes,
24, and you would get your online updates through it. Well, the problem is that those would be the system would be running, but the fan never ran, so it would actually start killing one of the components of the it would start killing one of the components of the Wii. So if you see the artifacting on it, then you know they had Wii Connect 24 on, because that's the only cause of it.
That is interesting.
And that's because so it would heat up the system, but the system's not on, so it was never cooling it down.
Huh. Interesting.
What other great
I
stories
just-
do you have?
I just saw the picture.
I bought
Did
I
you
bought
like
a
it?
Wii for
I'm gonna make it
like
my new
30
profile.
I bought a Wii for like $30, and that's how I found out about it. I was like, oh, why am I getting all this weird artifacting? And turns out it's because it's on its last leg, which really sucks.
You know the mistake they made was calling it the Wii U when they could have called it the Weenie. Weenie!
Weenie. We're nearing our
Nintendo.
30s. We are full-grown adults here.
Yeah, but Trey. Weenie!
Weenie. It's like, dude, did you get the new Nintendo console, the Weenie? It's like, what? The fuck you
So-
talking about?
So stupid. Actually, we have got something interesting sent in from Andy ACS, which I'll grab. There are
Some new
Okay, go on then. You say it
Oh.
later, if you want to be the
Yeah,
star of
some-
the show.
there are some new Lego sets coming up. Well, I feel like I'm not contributing very much. Okay.
Oh, you are.
But yeah, we're getting some new Lego sets releasing in. Are they out now?
Lego is
okay,
another
yeah, they're-
word that I get made fun of for the way I say it, but mainly by British people. But
Is it Lego?
yeah, so we
Wait, how
got
do
Lego.
British people say Lego?
well, I can't say it the way they do. So anyways, the first of the Lego sets that we got is the Egg Drillster from Sonic 2, which is his little drillmobile thing. And you
Okay.
get Super Sonic in a little ball that can fling at it. You get Shadow and an egg pawn. You get a gun. Wow, there's just a hodgepodge of different things in this set, huh?
I was gonna say, yeah.
That is. Yeah, actually, that is weird.
What an awesome set that would be if I could have fucking afford it. I mean, 80 bucks is a bit much for a fucking Lego, in my opinion. Like, I can't.
But
justify
it's
that.
it's one of those things where, because they're licensing a different, like, it's the licensing stuff, so it carries a bit of a premium.
I know, but like,
Yeah.
Thank God it's not a Mega Man set, because Capcom stuff, holy shit, costs way too much.
I know.
Shh,
Sorry.
Jesus Christ. I
Sorry.
know. But,
I
mean,
know.
the only one of the Sonic Lego sets that I got was back in the day. I got the Lego Ideas Green Hill Zone set, which I thought was awesome. And I noticed it had little clips on the end, as if you could like clip another zone onto it or something. I'm kind of hoping that they will someday revisit that, because every subsequent location we've had has been Green Hill Zone. I would love it if we could have like a Marble Zone set that you could clip onto the Green Hill Zone one. and
Chemical
kind of
plant.
stop it.
I know-
I'm tired
I know
of that order.
I was thinking, like, somebody makes like is it Aquatic Ruin?
Yes.
Yeah, Aquatic Ruin.
I mean, if you-
it would have to tell you, pour water here.
Yeah, I was about to say how to convert your Green Hill Zone set into Aquatic Ruin. Just grab a jug of water and pour it all over the fucking thing.
Yeah.
And then if you want to do like a Labyrinth Zone set, just take your Sonic minifigure and chuck it in the bathtub. But
Just put it in the fish tank. That is Twitch. Hello, Twitch.
just flush it down the toilet. But
The
okay,
toilet.
the second
No.
one is
Oh,
we've got the Tails Adventure boat. Not referring to anything from Tails Adventure. That would be heck of a deep cut. But you get Tails' famous iconic boat, the Sea Fox 2. Remember the Sea Fox 2?
I don't.
What do you mean you don't remember the
Actually,
Sea Fox 2? That's like Tails'
don't-
most iconic piece of equipment.
The what?
The Sea
Sea-
Fox 2.
I thought his most iconic thing was Sonic's plane.
No, Sea Fox 2 is like famously Tails' boat. It appeared in like every game.
Oh, Sea Fox 2. I'm guessing this was supposed to come out in the 90s, but had to wait until like 2019 or something to release.
Idiot.
Right.
It's but something I do like about these Sonic sets, because my buddy Dom has one. He's got the Shadow motorcycle one. Is you get a Badnik, but the Badniks all have this one little hatch where you can put a tiny little animal inside, so you can actually have an animal inside the Badnik. I think that's a cute detail.
Oh, that's cool.
That
Another-
is cute.
Another cute detail they didn't have to do is that, I mean, okay, this part they did have to do, is Sonic is hang gliding off of Tails' iconic Sea Fox 2 boat that you've all heard of.
You can't just keep saying it's iconic. When
It is iconic. How have you not seen the Sea Fox 2?
Why are you trying to like condition me to think that this thing has always been here? It hasn't.
I've
never seen this in my life.
I'm gonna put an image in the back rooms. That's the Sea Fox 2. That is like Tails' boat. Have you Come on, you're a fake fan if you've never seen this before.
Oh my!
But,
no, I haven't. I've never seen this before.
That is the most iconic thing. When I think Tails, I think the Sea Fox 2. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
You think
Yeah,
the Sea Fox too?
that's
You
the
don't think
first
about
thing.
the
That's the-
tornado or the
Nope,
walker? Nothing.
No. Small potatoes compared to the Sea Fox 2.
Small potatoes. Look, potatoes
Only
are
made
great,
one.
actually.
Only made one appearance.
The only thing more
Don't
iconic.
fact check that because I'm right.
The only thing more iconic than the Sea Fox 2 is, of course, the Sea Fox 1. But that's for the real OGs. But okay, so Tails, you get a Tails minifig, you get a Sonic minifig, and this is the part I said they didn't have to do is he's wearing a life jacket, and I think that's adorable.
That's great.
You get a little bit of Green Hill scenery, and they've got a little chili dog on the table. They got some Chaos soda. And it's just, yeah, these are very cute sets. That's probably overpriced as shit, so I don't want to look at it anymore. And then the
There is
third
one
of...
that's reasonably priced.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Which one is that?
I want to know which one you're going to talk about next.
Okay, the next one I will talk about is the Nintendo 64. You had to perform certain amount of blowjobs on the cartridge. None of you know that. Okay. Okay. The next one.
Now let's talk about parallel universes.
The next one is the Master Emerald Shrine. And
Yeah, that's the one I was gonna say.
Well, that's actually a good thing if that is reasonably priced. Because with that one, you do get quite a substantial amount of things. You get an egg robo. The egg robo looks very cool. You get some fucking berries. Not berries, grapes. You get some fucking grapes, which is awesome.
Of course.
You get the Master Emerald Shrine. No Master Emerald to be found, though. Just lots of little ones.
Yeah.
But then you get the two minifigs. You get Knuckles the Echidna, and you get the stupid pink Amy Rose character.
Yeah.
And,
Get her out. No girls allowed.
Yeah, no girls allowed. Also, she's into astrology. Get that out of here. No, I'm
well,
kidding.
there's actually a little bit of a what I think might be a deep cut reference here. Is that there appears to be a boxing bag here, and I'm assuming that's for Amy. If they've done their research, that's for Amy and not Knuckles, because in Sonic Battle, Amy is massively into boxercise. And I've never seen Knuckles actually boxing, which is really funny considering he wears boxing.
I couldn't. Have you seen that one video where somebody's like going to that punching bag and they're showing like every way that you could hit it?
No.
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay, I got to show you guys that video. I was gonna say I could imagine Amy doing that. It's like, oh yeah, no, you can punch it like this. You can punch it backwards. You can punch it sideways. And
boys, they haven't done their research because in the ad, they've got a rotating floor for Knuckles' boxing workouts. But Knuckles doesn't fucking box. He's never been shown boxing before, which is hilarious. But Amy...
He's never punched anything.
Amy boxes. Amy's into boxercise. She did that in Sonic Battle. This would have been so good if that was her accessory. If that was hers, that would have been such a deep cut reference, and maybe you could have a little ML with the set. That would be awesome. That'd be cool.
Hold on.
If there's ever a minifig Emerald, like that's... I'm getting that immediately.
Okay,
immediately.
so two things. One, this is supposed to be the Master Emerald Shrine.
But there's no Master
First
Emerald.
off, there are 4 of the same colored emeralds. So those are like, what are those? Are those the pieces that you have to find in Sonic Adventure? Because they
The
kind of look
shards,
like the
maybe?
icon for it. They look like the icon for it. That is modern Amy. But this is a classic area. Where are her tarot cards?
Yeah,
Idiot.
exactly. Yeah.
I mean, it is something that needs to be said, though, when it comes to, like, Sonic licensees. It's like, it's not that hard, guys. It reminds me of, like, when the Knuckles TV show was like, this is based off of Emerald Hill Zone from Sonic 2. It's like, no, it fucking isn't. It's
We're
not
at it
that
again.
hard. It's really
Week
not
20,
difficult.
everyone! Week 20!
I think we're
Let's
way
fucking
past
go.
week 20.
I don't know what week we're on, but you know what? I am loving it.
But there is one more Lego set to talk about. And that is probably my favorite of the bunch, purely for the shitpostiness of it. But it's a buildable severed Shadow the Hedgehog head on a pike. Now, this isn't
I've seen that, yes.
This isn't the first time they've done something like this. They do this stuff for other franchises, and it's funny that they finally just got around to doing this, and the first guy they're doing this for is Shadow. From the fucking front, it's the funniest looking shit I've ever seen in my entire life.
It looks like the Sonic 3D Blast logo.
Got it in one. I'm gonna put it.
It
in
looks
the
like
chat.
a Pez dispenser you have to build.
Buildable. Oh, that could be fun. A Lego Pez dispenser. That could be cool. Yeah.
I miss
Silly.
Pez
Hold on.
dispensers.
What do you mean
The
you
video
miss
is
them?
showing
They're
rings.
still
Do you
around.
actually get rings? It looks like you do.
You do get rings with it. It seems.
Let's go.
Okay. Hey, let's go.
Man, my Sonic
I'm gonna
stop motion career is about to take off. Let's go.
I'm gonna put
Can't
Pez
wait.
in there.
Pez.
Yeah, the little candies.
Are you taking the Pez?
Ha!
Love
it.
Nar.
Nar. Hey, you can't say that.
Nar.
Stop saying that. We're gonna get
Narf.
in trouble.
He's turned into fucking Pinky from Pinky and the Brain.
Hey, Lois, you know that Australians say nar?
Peter, the Australians do not say nar.
No, you gotta be kidding me.
Peter, shut the fuck up, Peter. Die now, Peter.
Hey, hey, Peter. Do you know that Australians say, hey, Peter, do you know that Australians say nar?
That's what I tried to tell my wife, Joe, but she wouldn't listen to me. Now it's time for another Simpsons crossover. Peter Griffin, I hear that your wife does not approve of you saying, nerd.
It's so hard to do that in different impressions.
Marriage.
It's like
Merge.
Marriage Simpson. Maybe we should have a crossover with Bob's Burgers.
Oh, hiya, Mitch.
I'm going to take the kids for frosty chocolate milkshakes. Yeah, my Homer
One place we're going
drifts.
to prison.
My Homer just drifts into fucking plankton sometimes.
The boy.
The boy, Marriage, the boy.
Midge.
Oh god, that fucking time we did Jackbox and we was like the boy summer edition.
I don't think I was there for that. Damn.
Oh, dude, it was so
funny.
fucking funny. Like the images we created with it was like the Toy Story one, or Toy Storios or something.
God. I'm losing my mind.
Tell you what, do you want to do like the super chats and maybe do like a Sunset Arcade of Jackbox or something?
I'd
would
be
have
down. I can't stay for much longer after.
Okay, no, we'll do the super chats then.
Okay. I didn't want
Really
to
quick,
ruin anyone.
Before we get to super chats, somebody was saying that there's a remix of Kingdom Valley. I think it was the one I sent the link to.
Oh
that
yes,
yeah.
I
they
mentioned.
officially.
I did mention that on the reunion one, but I have some theories. I have some theories that apply to this.
Okay.
All right.
Remember, the other week we talked about this. Bentley Jones did a cover of Live and Learn, which Bentley said was attached to an official project at one stage, but no longer was, because the same people have ruined the experience of working on Sonic for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, interestingly, in the past, Bentley Jones has accused Richard Jacques of being rather abusive. And
Oh.
backing this up is the incident between Richard Jack and T. Lopes on Twitter, when Richard Jack publicly said that T. Lopes did a really bad job of mixing and was trying to sabotage his work for his own personal gain, etc., etc. So, we do know that Richard Jack is indeed a bit of a dick. Now, the Kingdom Valley...
It nicely.
The Kingdom Valley remix is attributed to Odyssey Studios, which is Richard Jack's studio. So my theory is that the Live and Learn remix was originally intended for Shadow Generations in some form. And that...
Oh my god.
Possibly,
why.
actually. Well, I don't know. That would be a little... For me, that would be a little bit of a weird remix to put into a remaster. I don't know. Maybe as like a little extra thing.
It would probably be for the Shadow Generations portion, maybe play over the credits or something. But because I know that Bentley was kind of, you know, pushing the Sonic 3 hashtag and stuff like that, and Johnny Gioeli kind of debunked that. But
yeah.
I mean, I can absolutely see why you would do that. Like, it's a very easy way to kind of push the song. But
Right.
yeah, like, so that's my theory, is that was originally for that. But because Richard Jack appears to be working on the soundtrack for Shadow Generations, that's probably why Bentley Jones's involvement was severed. That's my theory.
That kind of
Oh my
sucks
God.
because it's like...
That makes... Holy shit, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Oh, it makes a lot of
didn't know
sense.
I didn't know he had a studio, that's why.
Oh yeah, I think it's a fairly new installation.
Yeah,
well,
I believe it is.
that sucks. Like, because, like, I don't know. I mean, I do know why it sucks, but it's also a thing where it's like, it's just disappointing that, like, Richard Jocks is, like, just notoriously not easy to work with, yet he's still head of, like, a good bit of the music stuff, you know?
Yeah,
Like...
I mean, at the end of the day, he does do good work. It doesn't impact his music ability, but I would like to think that openly slagging off your peers would kind of have some consequences. Aside from, obviously, the social consequences of everyone ridiculing them. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't in love with that cover of Live and Learn. I thought it was okay.
Neither was I.
But, like, it's a style of music that I'm not massive on. I didn't like the chord progression anywhere near as much as the very peppy, happy original. Like, the original was like a shot of adrenaline. This one was kind of a bit more somber, which probably goes okay for a Shadow thing, but at the same time, it wasn't my cup of tea.
If it's done for, like, credits?
I guess, yeah. But I remember, I think it was Justin M. He's a Sonic movie artist. Not official, but, like, he's done a lot of really amazing artwork of, like, Movie Sonic and other characters. I think he kind of asked on Twitter, like, if this actually was the version that would be in Sonic 3, how many of you would actually be kind of cool with that? And I kind of said, like, I feel like it just needs a version of Live and Learn. And even if it's not my ideal version, I'm kind of happy to kind of, you know, pass this off and say, you know, this is a new generation's version of it, so enjoy, you know? Like,
yeah, like, it's one of those remixes where it's like, Bentley Jones definitely made it their own, and it's like, that's awesome, because I feel like just repeating the same thing that other that the original band did is like kind of like redundant, you know? It's like, if you're gonna make a remix, just go full on and do your own thing, right? At the same time, I felt like the overall, like, vibe of it left a lot to be desired in terms of what I think of, like, a Live and Learn cover. Because it's like,
sure,
okay,
like, the chord progressions were more in a minor key than the original Live and Learn. Like,
no,
so it's
like, the chords were all still the same. Like, the problem was just,
I don't know
like,
what the wording is. It has less of a, I don't know.
It's
a little less
it's
harmonious.
it's the tonal characteristic, you know, like the overall, like, sound of it.
The bass line is different. The bass line is definitely different. Like, the notes that are in the
still
bass line are
all
different.
like, it's still all in the same key as the original. Like, no one changed the chords. They may have just changed, like, the way it's been played, pretty much. You know, you can play a chord. You can play chords in different ways. So that might be part of it. But for me, it was more so just like it was more so an arrangement thing. It wasn't more so a chord progression thing. It's like how the song was arranged, which basically means it's like, okay, like, do you have a soft part here and then you go to, like, a loud part, or do you keep it all kind of soft? Like, that's arrangement stuff. That's very layman's terms. arrangement.
I can see why in the previews
yeah.
they led with the where the solo would come in, because that part of it was actually kind of hype. That had kind of more the energy I would want to hear. That was, I think, my biggest problem was that it felt comparatively quite low energy.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's like I said, that's arrangement. That's an arrangement problem, not so much a core progression problem. And I wouldn't even call it a problem. Really, it's just a point of
just a
preference.
Choice that is not.
Yeah, it's just a preference thing. I'm not saying it's good or bad based on what I feel like should be.
I have nothing objective to say about it. I don't really know dick all about music, but yeah, it wasn't pleasing to me ear the same way that like Crush 40's rendition is.
Of course, yeah. No, I agree.
Snooky. Well, gang, did you want to go on to Super Chats? They usually give us quite a bit of mileage anyway, because they have some discussion topics in there.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Then. Let's do it. Well, let me just copy paste them all into the chat mailbag first.
Okay.
So, make awkward small talk while I do that.
Frank, what have you been up to over the past month? It's been a minute since we've actually chatted.
Been doing a lot of video editing, but I've also been just kind of stepping away from my computer more often. Got back into playing Pokemon Go more regularly.
Pokemon Gore.
Pokemon Gorsh.
I play
Pokemon Nor.
Every day.
I apologize for my speech.
Oh, you're fine.
No, Pup is making fun of me, and I think that's very, you know, what a
not
dick.
Kosher.
You know,
it's not kosher.
Kosher?
It's not something I can.
Her. Anyways, keep going.
I've been playing Pokemon Go a lot more, so it's nice.
Cool.
Get to go outside when it's not super hot, and
when it's not like Rouge the Bat hot, when it's just kind of like.
Okay,
no, it's temperature hot, which sucks.
It has been way too warm lately.
But it does mean that my skin can get a little bit darker, like how it was 10 years ago.
I know, because your
Twitter handle would say otherwise.
Twitter handle says a lot to be otherwise.
Yeah.
Then I would burn. You know, I would get sunburn then. You know.
Yeah, I used to like when I was a child. I used to tan so easily. Now I don't, and it's all uneven, and it's just
Yeah.
But okay, we've got the Super Chats logged in. So, are you ready, boys?
Yep. Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Let me go to the okay.
I guess we'll do it table order. So me first. Order. Okay. So, Josiah Rovirosa sends $4.99. Have you ever heard of the animated movie called Nut Job?
That sounds.
It has a purple squirrel in it, if I remember right. I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen like a video about the movie. I probably saw Animat review it. Like, I've heard it's bad or not good. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I can say about that one. What about you boys? Anything?
I've never heard
familiar,
of it before.
but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I've never heard of it before in my life, actually.
Oh gosh! All right.
Yeah, no.
Burger, Frank.
All right, C-Man with
Come on.
$2.99 dues.
There you go.
$2.99. Can't stick around again. I'll call in another time. Wait, is that time or?
That would probably be.
Is that supposed to mean something?
He's
okay.
I think he's just spelling it in a fun way, which means that we will in the future have an Australian guy in the call, hopefully. So.
Oh, that's amazing.
Nar.
All right, is it my turn?
Yes, Burger.
All right, so Xavier Fortnite.
No,
Fortin, my bad.
no.
Xavier Fortin.
It's Xavier Fartin.
Xavier Fortin.
Fartin.
With 279 Canadian. What the actual fuck
That
was that?
Vile.
with 279 Canadian dollar dues.
No, they wouldn't be dollar dues because they're from Canada. Think.
Yeah.
Dollary dues
Okay,
is an
okay.
Australian thing. Okay.
Okay, so 279 Canadian. Thank you, by the way. For Pups Sega Ages Sonic 1 Fund. You're welcome.
Thank you.
There you go.
Xavier. I mean,
There you go.
you could say like 279 maple bucks.
Oh yeah, 279 maple syrup.
No, that's stupid.
Okay. Oh, fuck you.
Burger. KB sends $1.99 US. Good morning, KB. Says, Eggman once said in Archie, "Bald is beautiful."
That is true. He did say that.
Yeah, but he has no right to say it because he's not bald. He's got hair on his head, remember?
Oh my god, Pup, that's not what anyone is talking about.
Where is
Hair
the
on
face
your
located?
scalp.
No,
Hair on
that
your
you're
scalp.
moving. That's not what you said earlier.
Look, I'm a Mario fan. I know a thing or two about goalposts that never move. They stay where they are.
Look,
Unless
you know
you're playing
how it
Mario
is.
3D World. Sonic fans don't know a thing about goalposts.
Yeah. They know about signposts that spin.
They know about signposts and checkpoints.
Yeah.
Burger Frank.
Oh, KB with $4.99. I may not have any personal attachment to the Olympic series, but I was always interested in by how both franchises were represented in each installment. You know what? Yeah, that's like the best part about it.
That's true.
Yeah, I think I can
Especially
agree
with the music.
what I've seen of that.
Yeah.
Especially with the music. Top tier stuff.
Yeah, I need to revisit the music. All right, my turn. Twilord
Well,
with
no,
two euro dollary dues.
that's just euros. That is
never-
just euros. Dollary do is an Australian thing.
Okay. Sorry. Two euro. Thank you again. Appreciate it. Never getting a Crust 40 jump up superstar now.
That would-
That would be
I
that.
kind of
that-
want to hear that.
I was gonna say that's like the band Kiss doing a Power Rangers theme. It's like it can work, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I want to hear Crush 40 do a Power Ranger. I want to hear them do Mighty Morphin Power
Oh,
Rangers
yeah.
theme.
Oh, they'd
They,
fucking kill it.
Oh, they would destroy it. I think Nick said that on Twitter.
I think-
and like
I think the composer for the upcoming Power Rangers Reader's Rewind is, I think it's Sean Bilo, who did the boss themes for Penny's Big Breakaway, and is like, yeah, get him
Ooh.
arranging it, have a little Jun Sonoy in there, and add Crush 40 to the mix, and you've got
That sounds like
you've
fun.
got Sex the Song. Yeah, you know how it is. You know, I could make up a Power Rangers episode on the spot right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can.
And
Okay.
I would not be able to contribute to that.
I could do it.
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
So I don't know. I don't
Oh,
know
oh,
about
we're
Power
doing
Rangers.
this. Okay.
Okay,
do
so
it.
the Power Rangers are at a picnic, and they're having some food. They're barbecuing some stuff, and Kimberly's like, I went to the fashion store recently, and then Jason's like, oh really, Kimberly? That's kind of cool. You know how it is. And it cuts to Lord Zed. So those fucking Power Rangers think they can have a picnic, can they? I'll shit in their potato salad. Yes, my lord, you'll sit in their potato salad, and then I'll have sex with all of them. And then fucking the fella, what's his name? Zordon is like, Power Rangers, fucking Lord Zed is gonna shit in your potato salad. And then it goes from there. That's every Power Rangers episode.
And then
Yep.
Alpha is like, yeah.
Yeah.
God.
and then fucking Green or White Ranger, whichever one he is the best character aside from Goldar, because he's awesome. He's literally me. And yeah, it goes from there.
All right.
Yeah. Well,
Cool.
yeah.
Wait, Styx was in Rio but not allowed in Tokyo?
I want to. I want to play that one just to see how Styx integrates into it. Like, Dicks out for Styx.
Me too.
Dicks out. No,
No.
we're not.
No.
No.
No, that's
No.
that's the hashtag. That's the hashtag is Dicks out for Styx. That's what we say when we want
It's gonna
Styx back.
it's gonna go the way of Rally for Sally.
No, it's not, because we're a non-toxic movement.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
Okay, yeah, that's how it all starts.
Listen, us Boom fans have been downtrodden our entire lives, so we have no reason to be mean to anyone. We've been humbled. We're just
Okay,
thankful for anything.
For a moment, I thought you were including me. It's like, wait, hold on, I'm not a Boom fan.
Become a Boom fan of the cartoon.
I've never
at the
seen.
very least.
I've played the games. They're terrible.
They're not.
All of them.
They
all
are
three of them.
How can you say that about Fire and Ice? Fire and Ice is great.
I was so bored when I was playing it.
You're lying. You're lying to
No,
yourself.
I kid you not.
It's amazing.
No, I
it's
have
genuinely one of the greatest games. Fire and Ice is one of the greatest games ever made.
It is so boring.
It is not. It is amazing.
I was falling asleep playing it, and I was playing it on a stream.
Why were you streaming while you were tired? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, why were you...
I stream when I'm tired like half the time.
You were clearly look, Frank, you were clearly mentally ill, okay? So just play it again.
It's so fucking insane.
See? These toxic Sonic Boom fans. You know, they all want, they want their dicks out for
they were
sticks.
like, yeah.
And now they're going to start calling people mentally ill?
I'm not a toxic Sonic Boom fan, I'm just Golda.
I'm just a Sonic fan.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah.
The
Anyways.
Power Rangers will never see Sonic Boom Fire and Ice coming.
Okay, right. Borger. Whose turn is it? Is it mine? Is it my turn?
I think it's yours because
believe-
I said, yeah.
Yeah, I believe this is yours.
Inanimate Maso sends $9.99 USD with the caption, "Money." Thank you,
Oh,
Inanimate
thank you.
Maso. Borger.
And then Mike 1911 with the $4.99 US. Hope you get to see a proper Mario and Sonic crossover to level the Mega Man and Sonic crossover. By the way, Udon Comics has the Mega Man comics license, and I believe they're doing they're actually going to be releasing new ones soon because I guess there was art going around that was shown off on a panel.
Also, IDW have teased a new Sonic crossover on the way. I doubt it's with Mario, but it would be cool if we could get a Mario and Sonic comic because, I mean, again, I think that's it's the story that we'd be there for. Like, the thing with a Mario and Sonic game, if you wanted to do it as a platformer, Mario and Sonic's playstyles have not a lot in common, so it'd be like making a level that they could both traverse. Like, when you think about it, if you want to play a Mario game, you play a Mario game. If you want to play a Sonic game, you play a Sonic game. You'd need to have a justification for them to both be together, and you'd have to build levels around two quite distinct playstyles. Otherwise, there's really no point, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know how it is.
Yeah. Also, Mario games are a bit more consistent. Sonic games, you're never really sure what you're going to get for the next game.
You know you can get Peak?
No.
Yes. Unfinished
No,
Peak.
you're talking to someone who didn't care for the last few games. Actually, no, the last few games.
What do you mean you hated Dream Team? You hated Sonic
I might have
Dream
enjoyed.
Team? How could you have hated Sonic? Frank's a Dream Team hater, everybody.
Oh my gosh.
Typical Sonic fan.
Frank hates Sonic
Typical
Dream Team.
Terminally online Sonic Twitter fan.
That's a slur.
Well, I said it.
Well, here we all are. It's all out in the open. Sorry, what were you actually going to say, though, Frank?
Yeah, I like Dream Team, but it wasn't like the best game ever or something that I would go back to often.
You hated Dream
I think
Team.
in the last 10 years, I think the only game that had that had the replay value for me was Mania.
Yeah, that's
Second
fair.
closest would be either Dream Team or Superstars, but they're not that. I think it would be Dream Team, and then it would be Superstars, and then everything else. I'm just like, yeah, I don't like it.
Marriage.
That's fair.
Marriage.
Okay, so I've got to count things up a little bit. I got to see who sent in the most now, and there's a reason for this.
Oh, you're getting a JPEG.
The biggest super chat belongs to Inanimate Marso, but I see that KB's sent in multiple. But I do think that the winner of this would be Inanimate Marso. with the $10, which means
Yeah, heck yeah.
that Inanimate Marso, today's your lucky day, my friend, because you are the winner of the Sunset City official, might as well be, Shadow the Hedgehog NFT. Congrats, my friend. Enjoy it. Enjoy your ownership of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
Franco, you started the show, you end it.
Well, you're the one who
Wait, what's everyone been doing? Advertise yourself.
That's the correct one. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, no, you had to bring out the Skelly first, right? Isn't that how it works?
Shit! Yeah, right. Yeah. Oopsies. All right. Let me get this. There he is. Oh man, that's so scary. So.
So, Channel Pup, what are you up to?
Yes.
What are you up to? What's coming up on your channel? What you doing?
Most recently, I reviewed Deadpool and Wolverine. So if anyone wants to see my thoughts on that, that's over on the channel. But I think my next video is going to be my review of Batman the Caped Crusader, which is the recent Batman animated series on Amazon Prime. I've watched all 10 episodes. I've written down lots of notes. I've got lots of thoughts to share. And yeah, I will be reviewing it. You know how it is. Yeah.
All right, looking forward to that. Trey, what are you up to?
I've been still recording a great deal of music. We actually just finished a new track, earlier this week. Me and my band has.
It's bad.
No, it's pretty good in my opinion. I think this.
If it's bad, say it's good.
It's peak.
So we finished.
Peak, hype.
So yeah, we finished some stuff. I'm also writing some stuff on my own, and I'm still kind of dabbling in like game dev stuff. Nothing too crazy. Nothing that I can comfortably show just yet, but like just keep an eye out for sure.
All right.
Trey, you got to ask him what he's up to now.
Oh, Frank.
Fine. Okay, so
what are you up to?
Well, I have done a really good job of procrastinating much more than I should have. Actually,
your name
much longer
isn't
than
Sam.
I should have. I know that's why. The Shovel Knight review comes out tomorrow. If it's already Saturday by the time you're listening to the podcast, it's out now. And then I will be working to finish the Sonic Superstars without defeating a Badnik. I was going to aim for Wednesday because that would be the 7th year for my YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
But I might just try to release it on the weekend because that's unrealistic. So yeah, if anyone's not familiar with the Without Defeating a Badnik challenge, I go through different Sonic games and I try to go and not defeat any of the enemies from like throughout the entire game. Bosses are an exception because you have to get through them to get to the next level. So
Well, there you
I
go.
will be. I have been recording every step of that of the journey, and thankfully, the game will allow you to just save and quit without having to go back to a previous level if you're in like Act 2 or something. So thank God for the stage select in it.
Cool. Heck yeah.
And I can already tell you now, it has been one of the most difficult ones that I've done up to this point, which says a lot.
God damn.
Yeah, so I hope to have that out next weekend, but we shall see. It depends on when I can finish recording the remaining areas that I want to try and get through. If it's not possible, I still put out the video, so it's about the journey, not the destination.
Yeah, or whatever you say.
Absolutely. Absolutely diddly do. Well, that's the end of the episode.
It's been fun.
It has been. And thanks to everyone for sending in super chats and for sticking with us.
Weenie!
We're only at the beginning. Ignite!